This video really does amaze me. Coinbase, which is the biggest cryptocurrency market in the world, has already started to drive up the price of XRP Ripple. These are the facts, even though it sounds crazy. This news has made experts go crazy. They are sure that the price of XRP Ripple coin could go through the roof and reach $2,953.00. This is too important to miss. Let us do it one step at a time. Nota bene, XRP is once again in the news. And the numbers this time are crazy. A nearly 29,000% rise in the number of trades on Coinbase has shocked people in the cryptocurrency world. Edward Farina, CEO of Alpha Lines Academy, was the first person to report the spike. He posted CoinGlass analytics that showed a 24-hour volume increase of 12,495%. This number was quickly changed to over 29,140%, which means that more than $246 million, 0 cents worth of XRP spot trades happened. It wasn't just a Coinbase thing. The heat map showed that trade volume for XRP went through the roof across all platforms, falling just short of Binance and briefly passing OKX, Bybit, and Kraken. There was no chance that this volume explosion happened at that time. It was timed with breaking news about the possible start of a spot XRP ETF, which is one of the most anticipated moves in the institutional crypto world right now. Investments with a purpose. The company that made the first spot Bitcoin ETF in the world is now going to start Canada's first XRP spot ETF on the Toronto Stock Exchange. It's not just another trade item. In a big way, this means that institutions are finally giving XRP the legal attention it's been fighting for. With the Ontario Securities Commission's approval, the asset is now being seen as legitimate and is being packaged in a way that makes it easy for regular buyers to get to. So why is an ETF so important? A simple way to think about an ETF is as a cash machine for money. People don't buy candy bars directly. Instead, they buy shares of the machine that holds the candy. Each share in a spot ETF is backed by real XRP, not just claims on paper or futures contracts. That means that whenever someone buys an ETF share, the provider in this case has to go out and buy XRP on the open market to back up that investment. When millions of dollars come in from brokers, companies, and pension plans, that behavior becomes a lot bigger. In the end, it's easy. There is real desire, which makes the price go up. The US might not be too far behind either. The Times newspaper says that the SEC will make a decision today on Franklin Templeton's request for a spot XRP ETF that is based in the US. The SEC has always been very strict on crypto, and its long contentious fight with Ripple shows how important this decision could be for the whole industry, not just XRP. This would allow a lot of people to use XRP included in retirement plans and trade apps and make it seem more normal in the eyes of traditional banks. At the same time, Coinbase is starting to look like it could be a quiet driver of this rally. The site saw one of the sharpest increases in the amount of XRP traded around the world. Quite an accomplishment given how cautious it has been since regulatory conflicts in the past. Now, though, things get even more interesting. There are rumors going around that Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, personally has millions of XRP coins. People are crazy about the idea that the head of a big US cryptocurrency exchange might have personal investments in XRP, even though it hasn't been proven yet. It's very likely that Coinbase will play a key role as a liquidity source or custodian for any future US-based XRP ETF. This could make XRP even more valuable and useful in the American financial system. After years of legal problems, XRP has been seen as an outsider for a long time, but now it is getting institutional support, clearer rules, and a lot of attention from big platforms and investors. The 29,000% rise on Coinbase isn't just a glitch in the system. It means that a big event is about to happen. In simple terms, Edward Farina said that XRP is hard to ignore. If the doors to ETFs open in both the the US and Canada, we could be seeing the start of a new era for XRP that isn't based on hype, but on real need, real money, and real confidence. Of course, the experts are going crazy. Behind the scenes, they do more than just watch. They are getting ready because the next part of XRP's past could be the most explosive one yet. Some people say it's the start of a huge change in the economy that we've never seen before. And believe me, their opinions aren't just crazy. They blow my mind completely. This is what you need to hear. The price of XRP isn't just going up, it is beginning to boil. The charts look great, the noise is blowing up. Even people who have been skeptical for a long time are now giving it another look. There are also rumors that XRP could reach $10,000 0 cents. Some people might think this is a hoax, but others are starting to do the math. The XRP community was recently sparked again by Jake Claver, managing director of Digital Ascension Group, who made a bold forecast. XRP could go through the roof and reach $10,000 0 cents soon. Claver gave a time range of only 2 years in a video shared on X. But this isn't just empty talk. Claver's case is based on how useful it is in the real world and what financial companies will need in the future. He says that the price of XRP needs to go up for it to become a real part of global payments, not for speculation's sake, but so that the network's design can work well. The answer to this easy equation is very important. Ripple's chief technology officer, David Schwartz, has talked about how the XRP system works better as the price of XRP goes up. To move $1 million 0 cents with XRP, for example, you'd need 1 million tokens, which cost $1 0 cents each. If XRP is worth $10 0 cents, though, you only need $100,000 0 cents. A higher token price makes it easier to scale while also lowering the need for cash, and that's not just a picture in your head. It's the kind of organization that businesses need to do trillion-dollar deals across borders. In the meantime, there is a lot of talk in the XRP community about gambling, some of it very dangerous. A Minix just posted, there will be a huge wave of XRP. If you blink, you'll miss it. Steph also said this is where every XRP rally starts. Now don't fall for it. These aren't just tweets full of hype. These prices show that there is a change in the market's mood. There are now even stranger claims going around. For example, XRP Avengers says XRP will be backed by gold and finally cost $2,953 0 cents. That might not seem likely. Then you'll know that central banks all over the world are already moving to back digital currencies with gold. Digital G took it a step further by connecting the idea of a $10,000 0 cent gold value to the fast growth of digital assets. He thinks that digital tokens like XRP could reach unimaginable heights once paper money falls apart and countries tie their CBDCs to hard assets like gold. He throws out a figure that makes you gasp. $15,000 0 cents for every XRP. In a world where things are scarce, have real-world value, and are based on tokenized currencies, the unthinkable might not be that far away. But what's really making people believe is that, for the first time in years, it's not just people in the neighborhood who are talking. It's also the experts, fund managers, tech officers, and other people in suits who used to think XRP was just another altcoin. They're no longer laughing. They are making plans. The start of spot XRP ETFs, a possible price utility model, and the SEC finally giving Ripple legal definition. All of these things together make it look like this is more likely to happen than not. XRP has always been a coin of contrast. It has been sued, questioned, taken off of exchanges, and it may now be ready to take the lead. There's more to this than just another pump if Jake Claver is right. Behind the scenes, a financial tool is being ready to be used, right? This isn't just talk, though. Behind the scenes, something much bigger is going on. Let's look into why XRP Ripple is all the rage right now in the business world. Why a lot of big